Y'all know every once in a while I like to sneak in and do a little bit of a Love Island USA recap. And we're going to have to get into all things anxious attachment style, codependence, emotional regulation. Okay. Serena girl, what is you doing? Okay. But first, make sure you guys like, you hit that subscribe, share this video, because we need that algorithm to push me through. Now, Kaylor, we're going to start with old girl, okay? Because she could not fake the funk. I needed her to fake it a little bit more to make it look like you wasn't going to just run back to Aaron. All that unhinged behavior we got when you found out about the video, him, messing around with old girl. What happened to that? Because you're anxious. You're codependent. Okay? And a lot of that BS that we saw of her being upset was a lot of the girls. Okay? Because Kaylor really is lost without a significant other. She reminds me of people who just very much need that reassurance. Who am I outside this relationship? Codependent. Okay. Who am I without Aaron? Anxious. Okay. It wasn't even 15 minutes before she was up here, and then she was just like, all right, I want to hate you, but I can't. Okay. And that's a lot of women. Okay, you put up this front with your friends, you text them, me and old boy fell out, oh, he did this, he did that. But your friends know they're going to be back together tomorrow, later on today. We know the shenanigans, the cycle. This is just what y'all do. But I needed her to just fake it a little bit. Can you please just let that shit go sometimes? But it's that anxious attachment style. The need for outside love, reassurance to make me feel like I am somebody. Fill me up. Make me feel whole. But she ran right to him. Okay, he didn't even sleep outside the first night he came back by himself. She was right there curled up in that bed with him. Because she gets a lot of stuff that she doesn't have inside from people, places, and things. The other girls, Aaron, okay? And I wonder what it was really like for her to be in that small town. Okay, because right now I'm feeling like you wasted our time. Okay, over there when in Casa you was upset, you were making a ruckus, jumping on the table, your makeup was messy. Okay, that unhinged behavior. Who is she outside of? The villa. This is the character. See, we're on the second half of this season, and they've been pretending, wearing masks. We've been here long enough now where I don't got the energy to pretend no more. Y'all gonna see me for who I really am. I'm tired of it. We saw it with Serena later on. We're gonna get to that. But we are in a place now where it's like, okay, how many days we got left of this season? We got 20 more days? I'm not quite sure, but we've been living together 24/7. We've been filming together. People cannot fake the front anymore. So you're seeing half of them not doing their hair no more. Miguel, okay, Kordell. They just okay, we here. I'm tired. We filming the show. Y'all don't get the real me. And so we see her go back to Aaron. And now Aaron's like, I want her to be my girlfriend. I've realized I'm in love with her. And that's all that Kaylor needed to hear because she has that anxious attachment style. And him, I think he's anxious too. What do you do when you are a kid in a candy store and all that candy around you? You dig in the boxes, right? You want all the candy, and that's what happened at Casa Amor. Casa Amor is really, to me, a place of ruckus. It's really a place to create chaos, and that's what it does every season. Okay, now I'm quite surprised that Kendall and old girl are the most stable, maybe emotionally intelligent out of everybody there, but that's not saying a lot, okay? That's really not. But right now, they're the only two people who are kind of making it like they're going to make it somewhere, okay? Now, Janae, girl, go home. Go home. Okay? I'm in a place where I feel like she has had many chances. And I know that's an unpopular opinion. I feel like on one side, I've seen her have many chances. The other side is that these men are just not up to par. Okay? I also feel like, is it the whole dark-skinned girl being played by production that we see in a lot of these reality TV shows? The dark-skinned girl is always the one who gets left out, don't got a man, gets manipulated, and that's what we are seeing here. And Kenny crying, okay? Kenny reminds me of somebody who really needs facial hair. His body went through puberty, but his face did not, okay? Now, there are some men out there who can live without the facial hair, who can get away with personality and other things, but he ain't that man, okay? Him crying, okay? Janae reminds me of somebody, maybe you just need a good sugar daddy, be a sugar baby, okay? But these men, yo king ain't here, girl. I need her to just go on ahead, hop on that flight where head held high, because it ain't happening for you, sis. We are more than halfway through the season. And there are another thing is that there are too many people here right now. And all these people who are single, who's really in a relationship? Kendall? Is anybody else really in a relationship? It's too many people here. So me as an audience, I'm wondering, okay, what are we going to do with all these people? Are we going to have like a double elimination? At this point, are they really going to bring in more people? Because I'm really honest with you, these new girls are not going to be here at the end. They ain't going to be here at the end, y'all. So I'm wondering, what is production going to do with all these extra people? They got too many people here. Okay? Now, Janae need to go home. Okay? Now let's get over to Miguel and the DJ girl. Okay? He brought her back for what? Because he's selfish. Miguel is all about Miguel. You know, he's our little Kirkland brand Drake. Okay? He's all about himself. And old girl was crying because she didn't get a breakfast. And then he goes over and he has a conversation with Leah. Okay? Now, I brought her back because I really wanted to explore things, but I'm still interested in you. Now, Miguel's an F-boy. He's all about Miguel. He's selfish. He here for the money. If he make it to the end, whoever is standing next to him, he gonna take the money. He ain't really here for these girls. He here for himself and a good time, not a long time. Okay, now Leah is caught up in like, oh, he really wants to be with me. Oh, I see it working for us. No, he is selfish. And a lot of girls get caught up in the mystique, the look, the swag, the tattoos, the persona. And then you marry him. Or you got 4 kids by him. Or you going back and forth because you're in a toxic relationship with him. This is the prototype. Some people grow out of it. Some people stay in the same thing with these type of guys. Hopefully you get to a point where you recognize your worth, that you're worthy of more than being with someone like this, okay? But Miguel is for Miguel. And I hope someone watches this video and recognizes, am I Leah? Am I in a situation where I'm going through the same thing? Is my man like Miguel? Hey, is my girlfriend like Leah? It can go both ways, y'all. Now, okay, do I think that Miguel and Leah will make it to the end? I really don't know. That DJ girl, she gonna get kicked off. The group of new girls, they're gonna have to figure out a way to get rid of them. Because it's already new versus OGs. And the OGs ain't messing with these new girls. I think you're starting to see a little bit of well, we gotta stick together because we were here first. I'm also seeing well, we kind of stuck with them, y'all, so we should try and be nice to them. What are we going to do the rest of these, 20 days, 25 days? We're just going to hate them for the rest. We really can't do that. So let's just be nice. So you see Kaylor trying to be nice. You see Janae trying to be nice. But them girls got to go. They ain't bringing them to the table. They sit on the couch together complaining, where my eggs at? Why he haven't talked to me? Girl, go talk to him. Have a conversation with him. But these shows really do cast a bunch of people with anxious attachment styles, with codependency issues. And sometimes people who have mental health issues that are undiagnosed, they diagnose, but they can't bring their meds. We've seen that on Big Brother. We've seen that on The Bachelor, that a lot of people cannot bring medication with them to these shows because it's against the rules. So as a result, what happens? They spiral. Ratings. They have a bunch of just like back and forth chaos because you have someone who potentially is living with bipolar disorder, somebody who is just mentally unstable in a situation that perpetuates chaos, drama, makes them become more mentally unstable, the dynamics of some of these relationships, okay? But in this case, I think production really is messing with the cast. They got to figure it out because they're at a point now where they have, like I said, too many people. They have to do things to kind of bring drama, okay? And now, let's move on over to Serena. Because some of y'all are Team Serena. Some of y'all are Team Kordell, okay? If you look at Twitter, his family going crazy, saying, leave that girl alone. keep the new girl. And then you have people on Serena team, her family, friends saying, yeah, do your thing, sis, stand on business. Serena is toxic. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta tell like it is. Serena is toxic. And this is a person who, well, let me hold up a second. I gotta say one thing. I'm a Virgo. And from what I've heard, I think Serena is also a Virgo. Okay, but don't lump us all together. Okay, but as a Virgo myself, I see how when people F with us, we will cut you off. Okay, we can be standoffish at times because we are reading the room. What you doing? What you bringing? We people watch. And I think that because of that, Serena was very standoffish. She's probably also had a lot of trauma in relationships. She said that, why does this keep happening to me? So she had a wall up. So you have Kordell, who is, to me, he seems very kind, respectful, nice, okay? Meeting her where she is, holding back because he likes her. He wants to be with her. And that's also how men get hurt, by women like Serena. And I know it's not a popular opinion, okay? But y'all don't subscribe to me for popular opinions now, do y'all? But this blow up, okay? I gotta give it to production because they really did play The Boy Is Mine, okay? They try to, copyright wise, they switched it up a little bit. But then playing that song when them two girls was talking, y'all, is messy. Messy. And then you have Serena pumped up. And to me, Serena did mess up. There's only so long a person can sit there and wait for you to like let that wall down, let me in, I want to be with you, prove to me that you want to be with me. Who wants to deal with that? And a lot of people go through that in relationships, proving themselves, having to prove themselves because somebody else hurt that person. But now I'm here, now I want to be with you, and so I have to fight against the tidal wave of baggage, emotions, hurt, trauma from the other person. And it's really not fair. And so you see Kordell over and over again just trying to like want to be with her. And I think even during the blow up, I could tell he still wants to be with her. There's just this strong connection there that he cannot let go of. And so Serena has this conversation, she about it, and recognize, did y'all peep game? None of the other girls went after her except Leah. Notice that. What happened to girl code? What happened to support? But they did not support her in her decision to go off the handle over on Kordell. Okay, the only one who was kind of trying to stop her was Leah. But then Leah was like, okay, girl, you about to do your big one. I can't stop you. You on that BS right now. And so she goes over there. And where is the emotional intelligence in that conversation? Nowhere to be seen. And Kordell over and over again is patient, listening, understanding, asking, tell me how you feel. Just tell me. And because she's up here, she already had 100, and he over here talking in like a 10 level, and she had 100. At some point, it's like, Kordell, when are you going to stop being the Mr. Nice Guy? And I'm not saying he should go off on her, but at some point you have to recognize, I'm losing my patience. I have tried over and over again. And she doesn't see that. And the word she kept using was disrespect. Now, was it disrespectful? What was disrespectful? I want to ask y'all, what would production have done if any of the men had chosen to stay? Because that's not in the game plan. Everybody goes over to Casa. Okay, Casa Amor. That always happens every season. I can't remember if last season there was even the option to stay, or has there ever been an option to stay? Now, if these men had stayed, if Kordell had stayed, if Kendall had stayed, what would production have really done? It wouldn't have made sense. It wouldn't have worked. So to me, I feel like there had to be a push for a production for the men to all go over there, because they can't have these male bombshells come in with 2-3 guys still at the house, at the villa. That wouldn't have made sense. So at times, it feels like there's a push from production, manipulation to get the drama. And so he found this girl who came in off the top. I want to be with you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to give you what you've been missing. I know what you deserve. And you see how he just fell into that because that's what has been missing for him. And unfortunately, sorry, sis. He moved on. Even though you could tell he still want to be with her, he still wants to be with Serena. And I feel bad for the new girl because she ain't gonna be there very long. I just don't think that. I think he's gonna try and get her back, and she's gonna have him grovel. I've seen this. She's gonna have him grovel, and then eventually they're gonna get back together. And he's gonna continue to have to prove himself by kissing her butt about being with her, and it's not fair. And a lot of men go through situations like this with women where they are constantly having to prove themselves even though the woman is wrong. Now, there needs to be accountability on Serena's part too. You have not given this man everything that he's wanting from you, and I'm saying that it wasn't until he left when you realize, oh yeah, I kind of do miss him. Not to mention, while you was in the building with the new boys, wasn't you twerking, dropping it low in some of their faces? You weren't that innocent, but what happens to that? That stuff gets forgotten, okay? Because right now she's on like 100. And I want you guys to pay attention to the other girls. I don't know if it was shock. I don't know if it was like, I'm not messing with that. But where was all that support, that understanding, that girl code when she was over there in that little cut going at him, okay? And it's men like Kordell who continue to suffer because people think, women are the ones who deal with the toxicity. Men do too, but we just don't talk about it enough, okay? Now, I'm curious because I think a lot of these girls are going to leave, okay? I still want to know what's going to happen with Rob and Liv, okay? Now, I know old boy with the tattoos is there, but there is a part of me that still wonders if something can happen there. Do you guys think that Liv and him will eventually have something going on? Do you think he'll stick with the new girl? A lot of these new girls are anxious, looking for attention. A lot of them came back with their heads down. If you're going to take somebody, man, hold your head up, girl. Just like old girl said to Kordell walking in, hold your head up, walk in with confidence. Even though she's quiet, I think all the girls who came back, she is the most confident. And I think that the DJ, she's cute, she's attractive, she has a career, but what's behind that? Anxiousness, anxious attachment style. Is anyone on this show secure? Have we seen any secure attachment styles? No, we have not, because most of them are anxious. Looking at the men, I don't know. Everybody's anxious, okay? But this season bringing these bombshells, bombshell after bombshell. Most of them have been whack. Miguel has been, I guess, the most attractive one, but his personality is not attractive. He's selfish. He wants the money. People forget that this show is about money. Okay, at the end, are you going to choose love or are you going to choose a check? And most of them are going to choose a check. Okay? Now, I'm curious to see how things continue on with Kordell, because this is all production. Y'all messy. Y'all are messy. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this episode? Is it too late to bring in more bombshells? How are you going to get rid of some of these people? And a side note, okay, I was telling somebody this. I want to see these people actually eat. Okay? Not no eggs and avocado toast. I know y'all must be eating more food. Why don't they show them really eating? I'm curious about that. I'm curious about who come in and waxing these girls. Okay? I'm curious about those two things. All right? The press-on nails. Okay? But I want to know, give us some behind-the-scenes stuff. Okay? You ain't got to show me nobody getting waxed. But I'm curious about how the girls maintain themselves, the men. What is all the other stuff that we don't see? Okay. But this is just my thoughts on the last night's episode. It was crazy, y'all. The fallouts. Serena, girl, you got to get that emotion intact. You got to learn how to emotionally regulate those emotions. And I want to see some girls who have some secure attachment styles. But that won't make sense on reality TV shows who want to be able to manipulate, who want the unstable men and women, okay? But of course, make sure you subscribe, you like, let me know your thoughts. And I'll try and pop in when I have some time for another video on Love Island. And we got Big Brother coming up. we got some things coming up these next couple weeks. So let me know your thoughts. We can get into it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.